Welcome to Almost D&D, a tabletop role-playing podcast where three of my best friends hang out in my basement and attempt to play Dungeons and Dragons. I am your host and dungeon master for this evening, Devin Allard. Rotating clockwise around this large and egregiously sized table, we have...
I'm Rob, is Zorob.
Chris is Krugel.
I'm Jeff is Rathos.
And now a word from our sponsors.
Are your dice rolls getting you down? Are you breaking loot strings during an epic solo? Maybe it's time to try something different and get some dice from Canadian Dice. It's time to turn those annoying third-grader wooden recorder practices into a symphony of virtuosos. I got myself a set, and now I'm charming bad guys left and right. With dice set types such as acrylic, galaxy, runic, metal, and more, you can find the perfect dice that feel right for you. Go to CanadianDice.ca and activate the promo code ALMOSTDND and get 15% off your next purchase.
We last left off our three brave and wise heroes had just escaped from the fortress, something like that, something to that effect, within Talence's wall. They discovered that Xandar himself is building an army of automatons, autonomous robot-like creatures, humanoid in shape, and they pursued the group out of the fortress. They have now escaped the fortress and are heading towards the forest. So we open on a forest scene, I suppose. What do you all do?
On that note, DM, have we made it like far enough we know we're not going to get chased? Are we like a day's hike into the forest? Can we still see Talence's gate?
As of right now, you have just escaped the Forge Fortress, I guess was what we'll call it. The Forge Fortress. You just escaped. You are probably like 100 feet or so out from the door.
Not far.
Not far at all. No.
Hey guys, where are we going?
I have no idea where we should go.
The forest, the desert, or Talence's gate?
Forest.
Okay.
Deep into the forest. Let's hide and figure it out.
You would say that.
I would.
You want to hide?
Yeah.
Okay, I cast Pass Without Trace.
Didn't you cast that last
Yeah.
time? I'm going to say you have 30 minutes left with Pass Without.
It's actually,
Okay, so I still have that.
It's permanent.
Yeah, just keep
Plus
stacking.
10 to stealth. Yeah.
Plus 20, plus 30, plus
we
40.
should still be covered a little bit, so...
Yeah, I still say go deeper into the forest.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever. That's fine.
Yeah. Sure. What are you going to do, go back and kill yourself?
No, but like all the people we want to fight are back in that city.
We just
so I was
need to
thinking maybe we'd
lose
go
the
back and fight.
trail,
All right,
and we
let's
can
go. It's fine. I
make
don't
our
want to
way
argue right
back.
now.
Yeah.
All right, let's go
I'm
back.
just saying, like,
Argue while running. Let's go.
hide in a bush for a bit and,
Okay.
and talk it out.
Okay.
Yeah.
He would want to hide in the bush.
Yeah, I know.
I do.
What else?
Can you recognize a good bush? He's a virgin, right?
Yeah, I think so. I think so. Do elves have pubic hair?
No, we're very clean. We're very clean cut.
Oh, you heard that. Okay.
Yeah, I sure did.
Yeah, I noticed the baby face. And, all
I'm
right.
standing. I'm like 6 inches away.
Things I did not need
Yeah.
to know about my companions.
No, you know the ears, though?
Yeah, pointy. Yo. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's sharp.
Yeah. So let's go further into the woods a little bit. I'm gonna start scurrying. I'm going out there,
Okay. So
Yeah.
you run out into the forest. Let me just pull up the forest map here.
and I'm trying to look for just something that looks like a good spot where we can be well hidden, just to catch ourselves and find out what we're gonna do. Not looking, not going like a million miles away. Because I agree. I think there's potential to go back.
Well, didn't Professor, you given him 3 days for the exploding of the worm?
Yeah,
right?
but he's going to make that for them. We need to go make it before him, don't we?
No, I think he's going to explode the worm, then we have to across the desert ourselves.
Yeah, but if he explodes it, and then everyone's going to go.
Well, why don't we just
We got to get
lose
there
their
first.
trail and then go back?
So my concern.
Well, it's from your mushrooms do something that can create an explosion, he said, right?
No, well, I only know what one of the mushrooms does, and that makes you kind of sleepy. And I was going to make it in an aerosol form.
Didn't the professor
spread the sleepiness?
Wait, didn't he tell you that there's something about your mushrooms you can do?
Yes.
Did he?
Yeah. Make them into aerosol form.
Make it an aerosol form and do something with
Yeah,
it.
yeah. And the one effect that we know is the sleepiness. I don't know what the other 3 effects are.
I do think.
I'm going to take out one of the mushrooms and eat it. One of the different mushrooms.
Oh, God damn.
Not the blue one that made you sleepy, or whichever one made you sleepy.
Make a constitution save.
Let's go.
I hope he gets a pointy elf boner.
Yeah, that's an 8.
With an 8, suddenly your eyelids draw back into your head. Your pupils dilate, and you feel your heart go.
I immediately just like power walk right
Yeah,
past Zora.
you are suddenly. Okay.
Let's go.
There you go. Your walking speed has now increased twofold.
Where are we
so
going?
you
Let's
are
go.
now walking at. You can walk 40 feet.
I'm
per
officially
6 seconds.
on speed.
Yes.
And I'm still almost as fast as you. So I'm still like keeping up with you a little bit.
Feels like you're running at an incredible rate. All right, where are we going? What are we doing?
I don't know. I'm in third, so I'm following you
Let's
guys.
go.
All right,
We need a plan right now.
Yep, let's find a place to chill out a little bit.
Can't chill. No chill.
No chill.
No time
All
for
right.
that.
All right.
So as you keep power walking through the forest, suddenly the trees thin out a bit, and you see a beautiful clearing like the one we have on our tabletop right now. So whoosh, you walk into the clearing. One of the 5 suns is shining brightly. It is probably
Oh my god, the sun's so bright.
midway through the afternoon. Not too hot, but it is cooling off.
Is it not too cold? Is it?
It's
Just
just,
Is it
right.
just right?
Just right.
Not too hot, but you know that the high fantasy conversion to fall is approaching.
Sick.
What are we
All
doing? I do a lap around the clearing. This is a beautiful clearing, and it's also very hot, and the sun is very bright. Ah! I need shade.
As he's pacing around, I'm just going to walk into the middle of the clearing and just plop down, crisscross applesauce, and just start thinking. Just trying to
So
think of what
I'm
we
gonna
do.
climb the bushiest tree there is in this right next to the clearing, and that's where I'm gonna hide out because I'm gonna yell at Zorob. Okay, you can be our bait because I'm like looking at you like, why are you so stupid sitting in the middle of a clearing when things are chasing us?
I'm just doing circles around the thing.
So I'm
Yeah,
just,
he's-
I'm
Yeah,
just,
be the bait, be
I'm
the
up
bait.
in a tree just like contemplating like. I
You
don't
know,
even
you three look like psychopaths, right? Like,
Absolutely.
one guy's doing laps, one climbs a tree, and one goes and sits in the middle of a clearing.
I think climbing a tree and hiding is a lot better than what you two are doing. But it's okay because we have passed without a trace, so we can do whatever the fuck we want for it right now.
This is true.
Yep.
Are we going back yet?
Are those things still chasing us? I mean,
I think we need
I think we
a
can
can
I
get
do
'em.
some kind of check to see if they're still if they're coming still?
Sure, make a perception check.
That's a 19 plus I think 5. So
Holy shit, so perceptive.
that's why I got a tree and you fucking made fun of me for it.
I didn't make fun of you. I just said you.
I'm
like,
psycho for it.
Yeah.
well,
make
it's
fun
the
of you. You're
combination.
just psychotic.
Like with a 24, no one is following you.
I jumped down from the tree and be like, I think we lost them.
Oh, that was awesome. Nice jump.
I'm going to start to meditate, so I'm just going to go into a trance. I am officially tuning Rathos out.
Just like anyone out there who has young kids. Mom, dad.
Yep.
It's like, Zorob, what you doing?
Hey,
what do you see?
Rathos-
What are you doing?
Rathos.
Do you sing a song?
Rathos,
What?
wanna play
What?
a game?
Yeah, what? What game?
Want to see who can get a rock as close to Zorb as possible?
Absolutely.
Closest
And
wins.
I pick up a rock and near a small pebble and just like,
I do the same thing. So we're basically playing bocce.
mine's way too hard.
Are you trying to hit him?
No, we're
I'm
trying to
trying
get
to
as close to him
possible.
as possible. You want to play with arrows next?
Make dex checks.
That seems mean.
I got a 5.
16.
So 8.
The 16, you get probably within 8 feet of Zorob.
Nailed it.
What, 8?
8.
You within 8, you hit him.
Yes!
You lose!
No, it's a win, right?
No, you gotta get as
Oh.
close again. Anyway, should we go fight these things? I think we can take them right now.
Well, they're not following us anymore. So
I'm not talking about them. I'm talking like Xandar and who's the other guy? Belmad, and like we can take on the whole world. Let's do it.
I popped out of my... So, like, he hit me with a rock, so I snapped out of it a little bit. And I happen to hear all that. I think we need a plan. I think you need to eat the other kind of mushroom to balance out a little bit.
I take out another mushroom and eat it. I don't
Okay.
look at which kind.
You don't look at which kind.
Good.
Roll a d4.
1.
With a 1, it is the sleepy mushroom.
Okay. Am I
So-
back? Am I back to level? Is it?
No.
Oh no.
So, imagine you have drank 2 monster energies, but
Gotcha.
then you take 2 shots of Benadryl.
Oh god.
So it's like 4 locos.
Yeah.
Gets naked and runs in the street.
It's not bath salts, Rob. It's just Benadryl.
It's really hot out here.
Yeah, so you are energetically sleepy now. So you figure that out.
I gotcha.
You can
We're there.
role play that.
Okay.
Good yawn.
What are we doing?
All right, that I can relax a little more. I don't know about you, Krugel, but that was stressing me out a little bit.
What was? This entire thing stresses me out.
I'm
Just
yeah.
Existing is a chore. At this point.
boy, is it. All right. So
So
now,
what are you doing? Are you like doing like slower
I'm
laps?
slow. I'm
around?
just slowly walking. It's 100% what I'm
now it
doing.
looks like he's walking.
And
in
I'm
the
no
water.
longer focused on you guys. I'm like focused on just like the trees and everything, and just looking around.
So when he comes by me, I'm gonna stick out my leg and try and trip him.
Make a dex save. Rate those.
Let's go. That's 23.
Do I roll?
You can roll an attack roll
A
against
natural
him.
19.
Oh, that's a 15.
Yeah, he is somehow like in this strange trance where he's like trying to sleep. It's kind of like what'd you call it? A tarsent?
Yeah.
So like his upper
tarsent.
body is sleeping, but his lower body is still super energetic. So it just whoop. But he's like,
Exactly. Yeah. For the listeners, a tarsent is a centaur that is flipped around. So if you could just imagine
horse top.
horse on the top, human on the bottom. It's a beautiful thing.
We're gonna post about it.
So, anyways, all right. Listen, we need to come up with a plan. Okay, I know Rathos is like a little bit up and a little bit down. I know that they're making some explosive thing to try and stop the worm, but here's the problem: we don't know if there's only one worm. Like, we found one worm, but we went 3 minutes into the desert. So maybe they blow one up, and then if we try to run by it, what if there's just like 10 more? So I don't know. And after fighting that thing, I am nervous about more of them. I wouldn't bet that that's the only one out there. So I think we need, whatever plan we come up with, it needs to either somehow totally avoid them, or we need to have enough stuff to stop many of them. That is my initial thought.
Okay.
What do you guys think?
Well, I have a plan, but it's fucking crazy and won't work.
It sounds like you. Let's hear it.
Remember what I did in Gameta?
No.
I was in my Wraith form.
Yeah.
And I acted like I wasn't Krugel. So, because I'm not, that picture of me is not on the wanted poster. So this would require me going in by myself and trying to get with the professor, who I don't want to fucking deal with, and any of that stuff in there. But I could try to go along the, what is it? Not a coast, but the mountains towards that when they try to blow it up and see what their plan is, if they know there's more than one or not. We only saw one dude moving the whole time, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So I can try and get close while you guys are like up in the mountains, and I'll do some kind of signal. I can summon a beast to send a message.
A carrier pigeon.
Yeah, or something cooler. But
A carrier
so
lizard.
again, crazy. I don't know what else to do besides we can't go out there and try to blow it up ourselves and then beat them to the bat, can we? I mean, I know Rathos probably wants to do that, but we don't have the means to make the explosives, do we? He's eating all the mushrooms. We can't make the
I know, he's
aerosol.
he keeps eating everything.
I've got tons of mushrooms. I want Crom.
I'm trying. Yeah, I know. I know.
Crom
what
is
you
in the
want.
city. You want Crom. We need to figure out how to make an explosion, and maybe we can. If they blow up the worm, we then launch the explosion on the city. And I get all excited at the thought of bombing the city, Talons' Gate, because I hate them and Xandarians.
So I don't think we are strong enough to beat Xandar, or Crom, or Belnad by ourselves.
I'm gonna make Crom a bitch.
Yeah, I know you are.
You
But
can't.
then
You couldn't
he's
even
gonna
punch.
flip
You
you
tried to
around.
punch Conan and missed, and he was old.
Yeah. So
And wise.
Something you are not.
me.
You were just old.
Hey,
just old.
you don't know me.
No, but
We're
I know
starting
you
to
well
figure
enough
you
that
out.
it's
Yeah.
it would be a suicide mission. And you know what? I'm starting to think maybe we don't need you as much. So go for it.
All right.
I start walking off into the.
Rathos,
am I
I'm kidding.
stoned or am I just tired?
You're tired. You're energetically tired.
All right, so but I'm my mental faculty is all there.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
All right, so okay, I'm not gonna walk off
All right.
yet. I'm not going yet.
So the other, I like your idea. It is crazy, but it's an idea, and so far we have no other ideas.
However, they might, with Crom being there and maybe Xandar's there, and there could be a witness who's seen me in that form before from Gameta,
I feel like they're on high alert, too.
right? I mean, I also kind of nuked Tenos that first day.
Can you send...
I have an idea. What if while everyone is in this place, we go to another place and do what we do best, cause mayhem,
So
and make the people come out of this place, and then we boop, 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 sneak right back into this place, and then we can build our thing.
All right, I'll start burning down their crops, and I just start getting ready to go.
Preferably
that.
not endangering the livelihoods of civilians and people we're trying to save.
There's we don't have time to nitpick and cherry pick that. It's just we have to create a diversion. We create a diversion. There's let's make it sure no
Kill
one gets
the first
hurt.
thing you see.
That's right.
Let's talk about it when we get there, because if it's just going to
So
kill
what
people
place?
that they
What
want
place?
us to kill.
What place are we going to do this?
What place is closest to us?
Talence's Gate.
To Talence's Gate!
No,
That's back to.
that's back to where we just came from.
I'm sorry, guys.
I'm trying.
think these mushrooms are
Yeah, they're messing with you a bit.
really hitting me.
All right. So the other idea I had regarding the sand is I think we were sort of talking about avoiding the sand altogether. So if there was a way we could fly over the sand. Now, I don't know how to fly. I tried. It didn't work. But if we just fly over the sand, then we don't have to deal with any of that stuff.
Okay, so what do you want to do? You want to go get a fucking dragon? What else flies that can hold us?
Or we could build a flying machine.
Yeah, do we
Maybe.
you know how to do that?
No, but I know a couple people who are really good with metal. I can get but they could.
Yeah, they are.
You want to make a metal flying thing.
Wood.
DM, I have a question. I'm guessing there's no flying machines in this world yet?
No.
So we'd be the first to invent it?
Yes.
Okay.
This is tough because I don't know what to do.
What if... Well, all right. I'm coming out of it a little bit.
Okay.
It seems to me
Welcome
like
back.
we have... Yeah, thank you. It seems to me like we have a couple of different problems, right? One is how do we get back to the desert safely, because we can't go through Talence's Gate,
Yeah.
right? And I guess we could...
Walk north.
I guess we could climb. Yeah, I guess we could climb over everything, but then we got to go back into where they have the carriage thingies because we're not going to cross it on foot. And then I'm sure they've beefed up security since we went and killed a bunch of people and stolen them. So that's one problem, and the other problem is how do we cross it, right?
Yeah.
Seems like we should.
What if I send a carrier pigeon to Professor
Bhassa.
see if we can get him to talk to us outside the city, or who knows, maybe he's in big trouble right now.
Yeah,
But-
see...
Yeah, what if we have to save him? Oh my gosh!
See, I like that because that's sort of what I was thinking is, and even when I was talking about the flying thing, he's probably one of the, I mean, he's a nut, right? He's a nut, but he's one of the smartest guys I think we know. He understands, plants and animals, which, if we were to ever try and figure out something that flies, it's like a bird, right? So I think he might be an ally. I think he's too stupid to know what side he's on.
Whoa, we don't have to insult the man's intelligence.
Well, he's not here.
Yeah, but I'm here. Listen,
Yeah.
if you don't have anything nice to say, Zora, don't say anything at all.
You're
Sorry,
not my
Dad.
mom!
All right, I didn't know struck a chord there. Backtrack. Okay.
Nice.
I do like the idea of getting him out because I feel like we may have endangered him.
How far can you send a carrier rat?
A rat?
Well, I don't know. He said something better than a pigeon.
I like this idea. Let's sneak as close as we have
Hold
to.
Yeah.
Wait. Someone needs to write
And you have...
Just down.
the charisma to...
No. Nope.
Oh.
You have a wolf.
So animal messenger.
Let's just send a ton of animals.
I don't want to bring back Eclipse yet.
So
I don't
all
want
it is-
that confrontation.
All it is that I just have an animal I can see. So a fucking squirrel or something, and I can send it to anywhere I've ever visited.
Guys, we're going on a hunt.
All right, going on a bear.
So can I do a nature check for my tree to see what I see within 30 feet of me? I'm looking for animals.
Our DM just was like, I'm sorry, I missed everything you guys just said.
Yeah, I've been kind of blanking a little bit. You're looking for animals?
Yes.
Yeah, in
the
order to save the
forest?
world, we need a squirrel.
Or a
Right.
bird or any kind of animal that I can see.
Make a nature
So
check.
I'm seeing what I can see.
Sure.
Can I make a check?
That's a 3 minus 1, so 2.
You don't see... You hear birds chirping, but you can't find any.
I got a 12.
With a 12, you do find one squirrel.
Hey, there's a squirrel.
Couldn't find a bird that might be faster.
No, just a squirrel.
You think a
down.
squirrel can get there in 24 hours?
Also,
all I
a
got.
squirrel in the city? That's just weird.
Yeah.
All right, let the stupid squirrel go. We gotta stake it out because now our entire plan is based off of finding a
Rate
small
those.
animal.
While you guys are doing that, I'm building a mousetrap. That's 100% what I'm doing. I'm building a mousetrap.
Make
Rate
a
those.
sleight
Any
of hand
animals?
check.
Did you find any animals? Rate those.
No, I'm too busy. Listen, I'm going to trap one. Don't you worry.
I need
A
the
sleight of
crap,
hand
but I
check.
just need to see.
A 10.
I mean,
This will work. It's going to be fine.
it doesn't look good.
It's going to
All
work.
right, while he's doing that, I'm going to go right next to him. I'm going to try and build a snare.
Okay. Make a sleight of hand check or nature check.
18.
Yeah, with an 18, your snare is much better than.
Where's the squirrel?
Show off. Look at me.
Where there's
I've
no
lived
way.
nature my whole life.
Hold on. There's
I
no.
was on a boat for my entire life.
There's no way we're more than 25 miles away from this city. Correct?
How many miles?
25.
No way.
Okay, so where's the squirrel? Zorb, I need the squirrel.
Well, we don't have it. I don't know.
gotta-
just
you
made
gotta
a
You
wait.
saw it. Where'd it go? I just need to see it.
It's right there. It's like 20 feet from you.
Yeah, it's... Dude, it's right
Oh, fuck. It's right in front of me.
Why are you shouting? It's right there.
Hey, shh. So I'm going to cast Animal Messenger on it.
Okay.
I'm going to say,
Well, wait a minute. Describe Animal Messenger for me.
well, I'm going to go through it. So it has to be a general description. So I can't just say a name of a person. I have to give a physical,
Oh, sure.
which
Of course.
I'm fucked because I don't know what he looks like. So,
You know what Dr. Bhassa looks like.
well, help me out, Rathos.
Nigel Thornberry.
Yeah, picture.
Got a large nose.
Not large nose. I
I
was.
figured like nose and like glasses with like a bald head type thing, but
Yeah. Male pattern baldness in a human.
That guy.
like a man dressed like a scientist would
Yep.
be kind of the general description. Would be
Yep.
I could go for who or like has black hair and glasses, like, and then I can also speak a message of up to 25 words. Oh my fucking god, not this again. And a specific location, which I have visited, so I could literally say the Forge in Talons' Gate, because that's where we were.
Yep.
Correct. So then 25 words, and then I'm gonna go, guys, 25 words.
Hello there, good sir. How
Well-
are you today?
That's way too many wasted ones.
Get out of there while you still can.
These are great suggestions. So I ignore them and I'm just going to wing it myself. I go, hey, squirrel.
You're not talking to the squirrel.
No.
Yes, I am. I'm
no, 'cause
creating a-
you're saying the thing that the squirrel's going to say to the
Well,
guy.
okay, so now I can't take that back.
We're done for.
So it is written, so it shall be done.
You also speak a message up to
That's our next T-shirt, by the way. Now they're listening. Hey, squirrel.
It's just a squirrel waving.
Dr.
Squirrel, can I get you a
Bhassa.
nut?
We are in a specific location in a forest west of Talons' Gate. I don't want to say guys, I don't want to say where we're fucking going.
Well, how's he gonna get here?
Well, what if he's surrounded by people and we want to talk about blowing up Sandworm and learning more about the desert?
Is this squirrel actually gonna talk to him?
It's going to convey my message to him.
This is the coolest thing I've ever seen in my life. You're talking to a squirrel, and then that squirrel is gonna somehow convey that message to someone else.
Yeah, and I took no shrooms.
Where are you from again?
I don't know, but I've
but I
I've
did.
now lost my word count. So
I'm
I
not sure you're real.
One word left.
I have one word left. So what was the last thing I said?
Bye.
About blowing up the sandworm and.
Stuff.
Fucking Beavis and Butthead. we want to talk about blowing up the sandworm and stuff.
That was the first word I thought of too.
Then it shall be so.
Oh no.
What else are you going to fill the blank with?
Things.
yeah, and shit.
Oh, good.
That's good.
Improved.
Dr. Bhassa, we are at a specific location west of Talons' Gate. We want to talk about blowing up the sandworm and shit.
Chris, I love you so much.
Nailed it.
So the squirrel looks at you and just turns and scurries back the way
Like the squirrel from what is it, Ice Age?
Yes.
yeah, Scratch. So squirrel takes off back towards the Forge Fortress at Talons' Wall to hopefully meet Dr. Bhassa.
All right. Well, I'm
Now
gonna
we
go
wait.
to bed. I go to bed.
Do you want? Oh, you're gonna go to bed?
Yeah. I mean, is it time to go to bed? It's still early.
Yeah, it's about night.
Let's give him some time to do his thing.
Yeah. We haven't rested
We're in a
quite
specific
some
clearing,
time.
so okay.
Well, we could sleep in a bush.
You sleep in a bush. I'll take first watch.
All right, I'm looking for the closest bush to crawl up in.
I lay right on the ground. Right.
You find one.
Yeah.
I'm
Yep,
keeping
find your bush.
watch from the tree still.
My feet are definitely still moving in my sleep.
Well, I never
Oh
actually.
yeah, you have RLS now.
actually jumped down the tree. I forgot I jumped out of the tree to try to trip you.
And then you threw rocks at me.
That's true. We played bocce with you, so I'm just gonna chill in the clearing and kind of just keep guard
Okay.
because you're sleeping in the wide open. You're sleeping in the wide open. Okay.
So nothing happens in the first watch. It's probably 2 in the morning.
Zorab,
Or so.
we gotta let the old man get like 2 shifts of sleep in a row.
All right.
Get out of your bush and you're on watch.
All righty.
Come out of that bush.
That's fair. That's fair.
So I decided to just I'm gonna go sleep like against like the rock wall that's like as far away from Rathos as possible.
Okay. So the next morning, you awake and you can hear rustling.
Is that my fucking squirrel?
Nope.
I wake up and I immediately yell.
Squirrel!
You
Squirrel!
you hear someone with a British accent, somewhat of a British accent, approaching. Like I believe it's this way, but I don't know. They said west of Terrence's Gate, but I just don't know it. And he's just approaching the clearing.
So I want to when I open, see if he's alone or not. So
Make a perception
okay.
check.
8.
He's alone.
He's alone.
But I'm also
Yo.
awake, and I would like to also make a check.
Make a check.
12.
He's alone.
Okay, good. I'm going to go over to Rathos and poke him a little bit and try to get him up.
I'm up.
Okay. Hey.
Squirrel.
Yeah, I think it worked.
Okay.
I think he's here.
All right. Dr. Bhassa!
No, I'd say brilliant. I said the squirrel. Whose idea was this? It's so good to see you 3 chaps. Gosh, and he kind of dusts himself off, covered in, his hair is kind of a mess, and he brushes himself off.
You couldn't recognize my voice in the message?
Well, I didn't know if it was your idea, Kruger. I knew it was your voice, but is it your idea? Brilliant! Brilliant idea.
I would also like to make sure he's like, there's no one following him. Like, not so much that he's alone now, but like, I want to like backtrack where he came from and just make sure he wasn't followed.
So you're gonna fade
into the brush.
into the background.
Yes.
Yeah, sure. Make a perception check.
No, it's not good. It's a 4.
Yeah, he's alone.
Looks good. Glad you made it out here.
Yes, I came as soon as I got word via squirrel message. It's absolutely brilliant. I love the idea. Now, your message said, I believe it said, talk about blowing up the sandworm and shit.
Not
Yes.
the actual, not poop. That may be confusing.
It is.
Okay,
So
just the sandworm.
my squirrel has limited
Another thing.
functionability where I can only send so many words, and shit meant just in general discussion.
The colloquially.
Yes. So
shit.
that's the ranger term
shit.
for discussion
Yes.
and shit.
Colloquial.
Might be a half orc
Yes,
thing, actually.
gotcha. Yes.
What if you were going to have a discussion about shit? Shit and shit?
Shit and shit.
All right.
It's almost shit and
let
shit.
Go on. As he says, he takes out his notebook. Get my quill here. Just go on. Yes.
So,
Is this a? I'm sorry. Is this a half orc thing?
yeah, sure.
Brilliant.
Dr. Bhassa?
Yes.
Did you get in trouble when we left you through your back door?
Yes.
Tell me
Yes.
about it. How'd you get out of that?
Well,
Are you still in trouble? What's going on?
yes. Yes. Unfortunately, they don't. Yes. The beating was quite severe.
Oh my gosh, you got beat?
Well, yes. You 3 apparently are the deadly trio. Even though I was-
cast Goodberry and give him a Goodberry.
Well, yes, thank you, Rathos. I'm at full health now.
He's Krugel. I'm Ray.
Sorry, Krugel. Yes, thank you, Krugel. Yes.
Oh.
But I'm at full health now.
Dude doesn't even know your name. Sorry.
But, yes, the beating was quite severe. Because you 3 are the deadly trio.
It sort of depends on how you look at it, because we've never called ourselves that before. So we were pretty surprised to hear people maybe suggesting that about us. And we don't really kill a lot of things, Rathos and I. No.
We don't instigate. I say as I kind of like look up at the sky.
In fact, I can't even remember the last time that we did accidentally kill something.
Make a deception check because you're lying.
No, I really can't remember.
I can remember. It's called me.
It's a 15.
It's literally the two guards that were when we walked in with Dr. Bhassa last time.
Oh, yeah,
that I killed.
Yeah, but I rolled a 15. How'd I do?
Yeah, so he believes you. He's like, well, I mean,
Didn't he see, or you were escorting him away?
Yeah.
Oh,
And then they made me their chief.
would a terrorist refer to themselves as a terrorist?
I don't like that word.
Yeah.
That's not the right
Well,
word.
And that kind
What
of...
is the word then?
I don't know, but that hurts my
Liberator.
feelings. Yeah.
Freedom fighter.
Ooh.
One man's freedom fighter is a terrorist.
Sure. Listen, we get semantics, okay? I don't want to
Yes,
get too
of
bogged down.
course, of
I
course.
guess what we're really concerned with, quite honestly, we just run right off.
I
into the
prefer
desert.
asshole. I'm just an asshole.
That's who he is.
I think about me, do me.
And that is a half-orc thing.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm not a mercenary. I don't get paid. I'm not an assassin. I'm not for hire. I just do
We're not
what
getting
I
paid for
think.
this?
I just do what I think it should be done.
We just want to ride off into the desert, safe and sound, and well, that's our main goal right now.
Hear me out. Let me ask you this. What are you trying to achieve with them going into the desert? What is your goal?
Well, that's beyond my scope.
Why are you working with these a-holes? Just because someone told you to?
We've already been over this.
Well, I
I
don't
know.
know that.
I'm sorry, I just can't.
I just want to. I want to. I
As-
want to waste this time.
To use the half-orc term, I don't know them to be assholes.
One sec, guys. I got this.
Okay, go.
So, I know that you don't know who they are. I know that you love the animals and the plants,
Yes,
and you're just trying
very
to
much.
learn. You just were given an opportunity to learn stuff.
Yes.
And you took it.
Yes.
I understand that. See, I get you.
Nudge.
God, he's such a brown nose.
I'm a nature guy too. I'm into
Yes.
it.
Wood elf.
Yes.
Am I right?
Yes,
Right,
absolutely,
yes, of course.
naturally. So I can totally appreciate that.
The only thing about nature is to know is reproduction.
That's an area that I don't specialize in, but that's okay. He doesn't have
So
to. you know-
these are
I
side
too
comments
have-
to Aretha's.
I too have been relinquished to study from afar in that regards.
yes.
It's the sharpness.
Really?
I was just born how I was born. That's besides the point. All right, Krugel, give me a moment, please.
I'm just talking to Aretha's.
I was born this way.
Okay, so my point is, I get it. You're doing it because it's interesting and it's brilliant and all those nice things. My point is, we're trying to save the world, okay? And we're trying to make sure that you live long enough to study longer. And quite honestly, we're trying to get up to Nabet so we can find new creatures that have been locked away for a very, very long time. And our fear is that if you lead the wrong people up there, they're going to kill them, and they're not going to let you study them. We are trying to release them to get back with their friends and get back to normal, and I'm sure they'd be happy to have a conversation with you, let you study them, if you don't try to kill them.
Make a persuasion check.
It's a 12.
Unfortunately, with a 12, he goes, well, I'm not one to dictate, who's in charge around here. And these Zendarian folks don't seem awfully that bad to me. What they want in the north is, does it really bother me? If there are the magic folk, if that's old wives' tale is to be
I'm about to
believed.
go Krugel on him. It's getting. I'm waking up and I'm ready to do something. And so, Rob, you got like another minute with this guy, and then we're just gonna keep on going. Also, they beat you.
Yes. Well, that's because you three are terrorists, and yes, it was my problem that I didn't recognize
The
you.
measure of a man is how they treat those that they are responsible for.
Well, I am responsible for the safety of people around me.
And they're responsible for you and yours.
Yes, as I am responsible for their safety.
All right,
We're all in this together.
Let's cut the bullshit.
Thank you. Go ahead.
Yeah, try your
Floor is
thing.
yours.
Every person who's all for Xandar just does what they're told. Oh, there's nothing wrong. No, there's something wrong. You do everything you think is just your job, but then you don't realize what it's affecting. And I'm tired of it, so I'm cutting to the chase. Do you know if there's more than one creature in the desert, or have you been following the same what-if creature this whole time? I just don't want to deal with the bullshit
Well,
Xandarian crap right now.
well, that's fine. We could skip that.
You're a scientist, right? You believe in religious cults?
I believe that there are.
I'm chomping on a good berry to like chew it over like with Twix. This episode brought to you by Twix, everybody.
I believe
The left side, not the right side.
I believe that there are things in this world that I cannot measure. Just because I cannot measure them does not mean they are not real.
Right. So, back to the desert. From what you've studied,
Yes.
do you know of if there is more than one? Like, let's say you blow up the sandworm and then you go out and there's another one. Do you know if multiple dunes moving or multiple incidents of creatures, or you just think there's just one that's nearby Talons' Gate?
I can't say for certain, Krugel. I mean, it's only been 12 hours since I've realized, since that you all have shown me that it was, in fact, a sandworm that was out there.
Question again. Blow up the worm, okay? Are you able to borrow or do something with one of the frickin' vile things we have to deal with and have them scout out into the sand after and see what happens and then have them report back to you? Are you able to control them in a way?
I'm not. I'm sure maybe someone is. I mean, they appear to be soldier type.
Well, what do you think about that, is using them, since they're just not people, to explore for you, and you get the information and then give it to us?
Yes, I believe that's what they're doing.
You do.
Yes.
So they're sending out these guys right now, or...
I don't know about right now.
Yo,
I can't say for
let's-
certain.
All right, let's back up. What is your plan? If you did not meet with us, what was your next steps? What were you going to do?
I had a plan that I was going to use a certain type of spyglass, but possibly make it larger, see if I could see further into the desert and follow the scouts ahead, see if I couldn't find out what happened to them as they went further into the desert.
Is that after you blow up a sandworm? Or, like, you're just going to send them out?
I'm sorry, do you mean what is my plan after we blow up the sandworm?
No. Like,
Or
what
before?
yeah, like, how, like, right now, what's your plan?
Well, I've given Xandar my docket, so I believe he's perusing it right now as we speak.
And the plan on that was to blow up one sandworm and then
Yes.
send people out and see what happens.
Yes, or the Armada.
And that will take 3
Wait,
days.
an armada?
Yes, it was your idea.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Shit, man. That was me.
Okay.
Hey, do you still have that sending stone to El Pres?
Yeah.
What do you think happens? Just hear me out. What do you think happens if you ask him to do that and then a second sandworm eats all of them? Do you think Xandar is going to be happy with you? Or do you think, like, maybe the beating would be more severe?
Well, I have no way of knowing
Right.
that there's a second sandworm. And I don't think a beating would be in order, because it's something out of my control. It's not like me missing the posters of you three all around.
Well, it's kind of like you're asking him to send a bunch of people out into a death trap and destroying his army, so you don't think he'll be, like, upset by that?
Well, I can assure you that he's got plenty more of the automatons.
Yeah. I don't love that.
Yeah, I got nothing to say, really. Dr. Bhassa, you've been very helpful. Quite frankly, the fact that you didn't come out here with an army is just great. I'm so sorry we got you beat. Thanks for your help. I have nothing further right now for you.
Okay.
Is there something we could do for you?
No. I mean, a squirrel invited me here.
Gosh, you just...
I'm just happy to be here,
Yeah,
really.
I gotcha. Okay. All that said, I think that we don't want to get you in any more trouble, so the less you probably know about us, the better.
Yes.
Fair. If we ever need you again, we'll send another wildlife. We'll try and maybe differentiate a little bit.
Switch it up. Yes. Okay.
Wouldn't that
That'd
be
be
cool?
keep it fresh. I like that.
Right.
Do you know of an easy way to get back towards the city to get onto the desert to watch your explosion at work without being seen?
Well, have you tried disguises?
I can try disguise,
I'm a dragonborn.
but I'm not going to show you.
I look like a tiny dragon.
Well, yes, but
no
you could
wings.
still.
Do you have anything that would help with disguising ourselves?
I'm not good at disguises.
I do a great old man.
What are
voice.
you good at?
Birds
Animals.
animals and plants, man.
and
Dr.
plants.
Bhassa.
Not geography, because he doesn't know anything about the desert.
No, animals and plants. Biology, not geography.
Thank you, Dr. Bhassa.
You're very welcome.
We'll
I'm
send
going to
some-
cast unsettling words on you.
Okay.
So I roll a 1d8. I rolled a 5. So you're going to subtract that from your next saving throw.
Okay.
Say, look, Dr. Bhassa, I love you, but you're kind of pissing me off. I'm going to cast suggestion. So you have to make a wisdom saving throw 14.
Okay. Fails
Yep.
for sure.
Where
Now-
are you going with this, Rob?
Well, I don't know. I didn't get that far.
Okay.
I just thought this would be good.
What do you want to suggest him to do?
All right, so I said go fuck yourself. No, I didn't say that. Dr. Bhassa, here's what we need you to do for us, okay? We need you to go back in there, okay? We need you to go and blow up one worm. We need you to then tell Crom that the only way to get across is for him to specifically lead troops himself through the desert to Nabet.
He's going to. Sure. Yes, I could. Of course. Zorab, I can do that.
Thank you, friend. Listen, we do appreciate that you came here to see us. Honestly, I love hearing your voice. Something about it. It's very nice.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, I appreciate it.
Yes. And stay safe.
Yes.
But if you could just deliver that, try to blow up a sandworm, send him out there, and, we'll probably see you again.
Yes, of course. I will see you three. Certainly, I hope to see you all again. With that, he kind of bows, turns around,
I awkwardly bow back.
walks into the forest towards Tellence's wall.
That is one weird dude.
I was this close to pulling out an arrow and shooting.
Yeah, I got to tell you, I don't want to talk to him about politics anymore. But I mean, he hasn't turned us in, so you got to give him that. I have this to say before Zorab cast that ever so subtle suggestion at Dr. Bhassa. Now I feel like we have to wait at least 8 hours. That's how long it takes to. That's how long that thing lasts, right? 8 hours. Cool. I feel like we have to wait at least 8 hours to see if he's successful in blowing one up. If he's not, I think that I would like to talk to El Prez, because last we talked to her, she was being bombarded by Xandarian forces. So if he can't blow one up in the next day or so, I want to make my way back to Demissa and then Tenos.
Well, Crumb is in town.
I know where he is. I also know where I want him to be too.
Okay, yeah, but what about what we need to do, not what you want to do?
Yeah, what we need to do is get rid of Crumb, get rid of Xandar, and get rid of Belmad. And then we can worry about the mythical dragons or whatever prophecy that is.
We are not strong enough. We might have to.
Well, at
put
some
all-
point, we're going to have to try, guys.
Yeah, we need to try to get north of Talon's Gate into the desert because I feel like just the three of us can't stop a conquest of a continent.
Yeah, I'm with Krugel. I know you want to do the right thing, Rathos, but you're going to die, and it's not going to solve anything. Personally, I don't think we can defeat any of those guys.
It would be a lot easier to deny being the deadly trio if it was just a duo.
Okay.
That's true.
So,
That's true.
I mean, I'm just saying.
I'm starting to not feel the love from you guys.
No, I'm saying, I'm so sorry. I didn't want it to come off that way.
Hold on. I want to kill these people too.
Yeah, I do too. I want to kill them very, very badly. But I feel like the order of operations is we need reinforcements to help us kill them.
I just can't believe that you guys are sitting here worried about living, breathing, flesh and bone people, or mostly flesh and bone people, versus some giant-ass sandworm that just ate the carriage that we were riding on in the desert! You are more fixated on how to get past this thing when we could be putting the same resources to how the hell do we defeat Crumb and Xandar?
What's your idea?
I don't have one yet.
Okay.
But maybe if we go figure out more about Crumb's history, maybe we figure out some of his weaknesses, then we can start coming up with a plan. Or meet someone who's...
Please excuse my dumbass suggestion.
I'm like I said. I want to give. I want if they can blow one up. If he can blow it up, then we've gotten somewhere, right? So let's give it a day or two.
Some
Maybe
math
we do
nerd's
try and
gonna
sneak
get that
into.
joke.
We can try and sneak into Talence's gate. I'm down for that.
Yeah, well,
I could use a drink.
So yeah, I know Talence's gate sucks. I mean, my thought process was that he would go and tell Crom to go into the desert, and then hopefully, I was hoping he'd just get eaten by a sandworm. I was
Right.
trying to fix that for you.
I know, and
I did it all for you.
And I appreciate that. That's why I say we got to wait to see if it works. I guess I'm just skeptical
In the
because it's a
meantime, let's go-
giant sandworm.
Yeah, all right, listen, let's disappear for a week. Let's go somewhere else.
Well, no, we got to wait and see if it's. I want to give it a day to see if he's.
Well, we can give
Successful.
it a week. Like, it's...
Well, I want to see it. I want to see Crumb march off into the desert
All right.
and die a horrible, agonizing
I
death.
just roll my eyes and I start walking the woods back towards Talence's gate.
All right, I'm on your 6 again. But this may be the last time. But I am on your 6.
I wish you would stay on my 6 further away.
I back up a little bit. It's fine.
I'm following. Are we going to go to the mountains? Like, to
The plant,
watch?
yeah, maybe we try to do that to see if
Are we going
can...
camping in the mountains?
I'm so tired of camping. I just want a drink. Can we just go to a
Yeah.
normal ass inn?
No,
No,
did you
not
hear
really.
our posters are everywhere?
Yeah, but we could try and disguise
You know
ourselves.
that city's on high alert after our
Rico's
escape.
does a real good old man voice.
Yes, that might have worked on the dumbass humans of Tennis, but it's not going to work on these freaking things that are on high alert for us.
These uppity bitches won't know what hit them.
Do you want me to raid a freaking tavern and get some drinks? I can do it.
Maybe. Are you saying I'm the only one that can't go in?
No, I'm saying I'll go in alone in my wraith form, where no one will recognize me, and I'll ask for.
Just show up like a floating zombie, dude.
You're suspect right now.
Ask for a drink.
How do we know you're not working with Xandar?
He's
Really?
not. Wow.
He's got his undead thing going on.
I literally load an arrow and I point it right back at my 6 and go, say it one more time.
I take out my rapier and I point it at Zorab. Easy.
I take out my rapier and my loot, and I'm like, boom, boom.
All right. Take my shield up. Let's all calm down. Okay. Maybe a little bit of an overreaction. And I'll lower my rapier, but keep the shield up in between myself and...
I now walk with my arrow loaded.
All right. I'm still on your 6, so that's going to be difficult.
I put the rapier in my sheep, but darn it, I'm going to play that lute. It's going to be beautiful, soothing music to chill us all out a little bit.
How about no sound so we don't get frickin' found?
I'm going in that city.
I'm playing a little bit louder.
I'm trying to keep my distance now.
So you guys are walking
We're all
into
following you.
Talence's gate.
Like towards the mountains
I'm-
near it so we can
I'm
try
walking-
to... my goal is to get up on the mountain range to watch the potential for an explosion in the desert without being in the city. Because we're on high alert to be found in the city.
So, and I'm trying to think back. The first time we went up into the mountains, we did not go through Talence's gate, right?
No,
we
we've
went,
never
like-
been into Talence's gate.
Okay. I mean, we kind of have a couple times.
Once, where we
Once we
lowered
were
him
on
into the forge.
once we were on the very top of the building, yeah, and I snuck into the forge.
And when
you
we
shot
ran
an arrow at
out,
somebody.
weren't we running out through Talence's gate through a tunnel?
I think we went down the mountain. Oh yeah, through a tunnel, but that was in the sewer systems of Talence's gate.
Yeah. I mean, we've been in the septic
All right, well,
system.
that's not. Yeah, that's two very different things. You've been in the bowels of the city.
Like we were in Talence's gate. All right. So are
You're
we
still
going?
a virgin.
I'm learning.
Just because you've been inside Talence's gate doesn't mean.
I'm learning. All right. So are we going up the side of the mountains? We're not going through Talence's gate.
I'm trying to get a view of the desert as close to the city where they're going to have the explosion because you know they're not going to go too far out. So it's just to be in eyesight to see if the explosion happens and see if they walk out and explore.
I'm old man grumbling the entire way. This may be the last time I'm on your 6.
So we're climbing. So there's a giant.
The problem
mountain range.
with you
the desert
always-
is behind the mountain.
The problem with you always being on my 6 means that I have to frickin' make all the decisions around here.
Yeah, I was being nice because I feel like I was doing that for a
I'm
long
not
time,
being
and
nice
I'm-
right now. I'm kind of pissed off that we're just trying to say forget the bet, which is what are we else we going to do? Go to Demissa where that bitch is the librarian in charge now?
Whoa.
Not Latish. Not Latish.
Oh, yeah.
Gwendolyn or whatever her name is.
Gemlin.
Genuine?
Genuine Nordov.
Yeah, whatever. Bitch. That's what she'll be referred to from me.
All right.
And she's in charge. She threw us out. She's going to recognize us.
Okay, let's go up the mountain then. Let's see if this works. We'll wait
Just
there for 8 hours.
for his
Yeah.
dumbass suggestion, like I said. He said order of operations, so I told him.
Okay.
Please
I'm not a good
excuse my
climber.
dumbass suggestion.
It's all very fair. All right, let's go up the stupid.
I feel like you're not even like you're just like this is so stupid. I'm just
I'm just
let this happen.
trying to figure out what the plan is.
because we just pointed in 40 different directions.
The plan, my plan that I'm leading to right now is to get somewhere in the mountains just outside Townsend's Gate to get a look on the potential explosion experiment.
And I start walking in that direction. I'm going the same path that we took before because we already did it once.
We're on the other side of the city. That was when we were east of the city because we were coming from Gameta.
What?
We're on the west
No.
side of the city.
Well, I didn't think we're on the west side. I thought we were on the east.
You're on the west side of the city, you said.
Yeah. There could still be mountains that go
East. I thought you said west.
All right.
All right.
Good eye, Ranger. Good eye.
up. Just look at the five suns. There's a line of direction.
You know, I never really was good with navigation. I start walking towards the mountains. I'm looking for a new path.
Is everyone following him?
Yeah, I am.
I'm going, all right, now I'm walking behind you, so.
Are you interested in finding a path, or are you just going across the mountains?
No, I'm looking for a path. I'm looking for the easiest way up. 'Cause
Sure, make an-
these poor suckers can't walk 35 feet per turn.
Make a nature check.
So I have to remember what happened the last time you ran up the mountains. You struggled.
It's a 23.
With a 23, you easily find the path of least resistance through the mountains.
It's a giant sign that says this is the path of least resistance.
Right here. Trail
Guys,
enters here.
It's marked very clearly right this way.
So you travel along the mountains.
So I'm staying like as far as I can away from the path, away from him, so I'm off the path.
Okay.
I don't want to be on the path with him.
Okay.
It's too
So
obvious.
you have to go slow. That's the plan.
That's fine. If I need to catch up, I'll start dashing.
How close do you want to get to the Forge Fortress?
I don't know. He's leading now.
I'm in charge. That's terrible. So not very close. My guess, based off of the map, is like the mountain range is very,
Yeah, flat.
very flat and very long. Right.
Yes. Yep. See, look at that.
We want to be close enough that we can see vessels going in and out, but maybe like a quarter mile to the side, right? Like I feel like that's still diagonally, like that's enough.
Okay.
I want to be out of visibility.
Okay. So you're hiding within the shadows of the mountains.
Oh, yeah.
Things like that.
Oh yeah,
When you say it like that, it sounds much cooler than whatever Rob just said.
yeah. That's why he's in charge.
Hiding in the shadows of the mountain.
Yep.
I try. So you do make it there after a half a day's hike. It is now.
God, we're gonna miss the explosion. It's already been almost the entire time. His suggestion is done.
There's a lot of mountains. Yeah, but it's just he just had to say the things, and then it might take more time for it to happen.
Okay.
But he just had to go and say the things.
Can I say something?
You can listen. Yeah, of course.
Well, I'm running out of food. That's all I was gonna say. I feel like we have
I
not.
know
I
a guy-
cast good berry and try to get to Bhassa. Here's a good berry. It's
know
good
a
for
guy
a
who's-
day's worth of food.
Got some berries.
It's good food to sustain you for a full day, so I hand you a good berry.
Okay.
But you're going to
He's
feel
getting
really good
angry.
after you eat that. You literally feel full.
Yeah, I ate a good berry.
So you camp out one night on the mountain. The next morning, make perception checks.
Wait, can I ask a question before we get there?
Sure.
During the night, I would like to look out into the desert and see if there's any activity during the night.
Make a perception check.
7.
Nothing's going on.
Just sand in a desert.
I'm just whittling away. I just want to be whittling.
Okay, that's fine. You're just
My
whittling
ranger,
wood.
I'm just whittling wood.
I'm sharpening my knife on a rock.
Sick.
Yeah.
So cool.
No, I'm just
I'm doing
angry.
the hand binoculars. I'm just looking out all over the place. I'm on the hunt because I know.
That's the next character. All right, gotta get him woodling. Gotta get you hand binocularing.
Yep.
So
My binocs.
So, as the first sun begins to rise, you can see the sky turning from that black inkish color to a deep purple, light purple, almost to that red as, an early morning sunrise. So does. Make perception checks, all of you.
oh, that was loud.
11.
11.
Sorry.
13.
And with the 13, Krugel, you can hear some sound from further east, but you're not sure what it is.
Shh, I hear something.
I don't hear anything.
I don't really know what it is.
Can I have that sending stone now?
You really want? You know what? I don't care. Sure, here.
Hold on. If he hears something, then we got to look out. I trust him today.
All right, you look out. I'm going to go send a message real quick.
Okay. I'm on alert.
Okay.
You're on alert, okay? What does that mean?
Isn't that an official D&D thing?
Alert?
Alert!
Oh, you're alerted now. You get a plus fucking 50 to perception checks.
That's what I
You're
was
on
going
alert.
for. I'm on alert.
Oh, yeah, that's just a superpower you get. I cast alert, like...
I don't know. I was seeing
have no-
if it would slide. But
Okay, make another perception check. Well, now that I'm really listening as opposed to before.
all right, guys. Alert's not a thing. It's almost D&D. We're learning.
I mean, if you want to investigate things, you could.
Sure.
Okay, make an investigation roll.
It's a 6. I threw my die. For the listeners, I threw my die very, very aggressively. I got angry. We're all feisty today. It's a 6. I'm on alert. I don't know. I'm just looking around. Got my elf
He's like,
ears
do I get
perked up,
advantage on all my checks?
and I got shot down hard. He's
Yeah.
like, no, that's not a fucking thing, you idiot.
What is alert? I didn't say it like that. I just wanted to know. What is alert? What is Zorob? What
It's nothing. It's all pretend. It's nothing.
I declare alert.
That's another
So
shirt.
I'm
That's another shirt option.
I'm watching Rathos after I give him the stone to listen to what he's going to say.
Okay.
Okay. El Prez, it's Rathos, Krugel, and Zorob.
That's a waste.
Wondering how things are in Armor Core. Any news from Tenos? We are thinking of coming back.
And shit.
and shit.
Not so easy, is it?
I definitely should have let her know that Crom, Xandar, and
Like she
Bellman
knows
are
it's us.
all-
It's a one way sending stone. Like who you think is like message?
Listen, I'm an old man, and I'm not quite sure how this technology works.
These things are off.
Yeah, I'm definitely holding it up.
Krugel would be like grinning watching you do this because you guys give him shit for his messages. Like, yeah.
It's like my grandmother
Is this
texting
the-
me.
is this thing
it's
on?"
your Grammy. Just check a Grammy. I know you're in my phone.
100% what Rathos is doing.
Dear Robbie. Like, who starts a text with Dear
Hey, El Prez, is this thing on?
Man, that suggestion was stupid. I didn't have a plan. I panicked. Pretty hard.
All right. So this is your message to Janala Duskeel, president of Amarcor. El Prez, it's Rathos, Krugel, and Zorob. How are things in Amarcor? How are things in Tenos? We are thinking about coming back and shit. Super professional. And he smiles like, yeah,
Nailed
send.
Yep.
I'm so proud of him. Look it. I'm so proud of us.
You're very good with technology.
You get to keep it if she responds. You can have it.
Yeah, that's fair. I feel like we have a connection now. It's a good message.
I just roll my eyes and shake my head, and I just go.
Just
So I thought I heard something going on in the desert or in Talos' Gate, but I'm not sure. So stay alert.
I'm always alert.
I'm alert.
Yeah. We did that.
Oh yeah. I'm sorry. It did nothing.
Zorob, what are we doing?
Why? am I in charge? I have been not
If
doing good
you don't
want
to be in charge, I'm about to take us away from this place and go get something done.
No.
All right, so
nope.
Remember
We're staying here.
Remember the whole suggestion thing? He literally said that when we talked to him the first time, they were going to do it in 3 days. So we need to give it 3 days. If there's no explosion by day 3,
Yep.
I say, well, what can we do? We can't cross it, and no one's told us how to cross it, so we might have to. Maybe we'll have to do something else then.
All right, you got 3 days.
We wait
okay,
3
fair,
days.
Fair.
Fair.
This is the second day. You have one more day.
Fair.
I would like to hunt.
I'd like to light a fire.
Okay. Make nature checks.
Dang.
8.
It's gonna
25.
With a 25, you find the
A
rare...
sandworm?
The sandworm got me. What did you roll at 25?
Yeah.
You find the rare and elusive mountain deer.
Ooh, yummy.
It's like a mountain goat, but it can stick to walls like straight up.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and you end up bagging one of those. And then what did you roll?
I rolled an 8.
No fire.
All right. So you come back to me being very frustrated.
I've got this giant, delicious deer.
Rathos, just like breathe on it. Why are you rubbing
Why
two
don't you
sticks?
breathe on
What?
it?
Okay, I just shoot a fire arrow at it.
I breathe on it at the same time.
Now there's too much fire.
I tossed the carcass right in there. It's gonna be.
Wait a minute. What the fuck? What the fuck? You're a vegetarian or vegan. What are you doing?
Spike this shit.
The vegan killed a deer.
Wait, Krugel and Rathos, you guys make attack rolls.
I got a 2.
I got a nat 1.
What a bunch of losers.
But
Now,
it's
wait.
It's
I'm not done. Zorob, make a dex check with disadvantage now.
It's a 15.
Oh, with a 15, it is getting charred. It is not on fire, but these guys are starting to burn the meat. It's getting crispy.
All right. I'm gonna
that's fine because he's vegan.
I'm gonna stab it with my rapier and try and drag it out of there.
Make a strength check.
Preserve my meat.
You know, you didn't need to hunt when I have these good
It's a nat
berries.
1. It's done. We're not eating tonight, guys. It's done.
Here. So I just throw a good berry right at his face.
Hits me right in the eye.
Yeah.
I
really-
really nat 1. Seriously.
I really wanted some meat.
I'm assuming this meat is. no
It's
good.
it's well done.
Why? We have really got to work on our coordination team. I feel like things have gone downhill.
I'm
with
just
us.
shocked the vegan caught a deer.
I'm not vegan.
You didn't eat the meat.
I
No,
eat meat.
It's virgin, not vegan.
Oh, it's a V word. There you go.
A V what?
Got him.
I'm not a vegan. We've been over this. One time you ate fish head stew with kobolds, and that grossed me out. It doesn't make me a vegan.
I haven't seen you eat meat since that day.
I eat meat with you guys every day.
We've had meat every day, and you guys haven't given me any?
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
I've been eating the meat.
I haven't been eating meat. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I-
Someone's overcompensating.
I'll take the first watch tonight,
It's about
and I'm
time
going
you
to
took a
walk
watch.
semi away from the camp at this point.
I just...
I'll keep them within eye shot and ear shot. Sorry, go ahead.
I am ripping off the front leg of this charred deer, and I stare at Krugel, and I just take the biggest bite, like, you know, at the Renaissance fairs, you
Oh,
get
yeah.
the stupid turkey leg,
Yeah.
and you're like, I stare at him, and I just, and I crunch,
It's
and I crunch, and I crunch, and I swallow.
roll a d4.
Burn damage.
2.
Yeah, it's like hard carbon on the outside.
Do I chip a tooth?
No, you don't chip a tooth.
Oh, okay, good.
No, nothing like that.
Can
like
you imagine if the DM made me lose one of my
Yes, the
front
bard,
teeth for
the
rest of
toothless bard,
No.
the
I'm not
toothless,
that.
uncharismatic bard.
My name's Zoro.
I got this lisp.
You know what, though? I'd probably whistle really good.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just.
Oh, yeah.
I'm whittling again.
Okay, so you're whittling again.
What are you whittling?
Don't worry about what I'm whittling. Go back to sleep.
I can't.
This is your rest time. All right, you can't sleep? All right, then I'm going to sleep.
So when he goes to
You can
sleep,
take the
I'm
watch.
gonna grab his
It's
whittling.
definitely
and
in my pocket.
I'm gonna try to slide a hand.
Sleight of hand?
I'm curious what
Alright,
he's
make a sleight of
whittling.
hand check, man. Rathos, are you going to contest it?
Yeah, 100%. Yes,
Make,
100%.
make a sleight of hand check.
Well,
11.
I rolled an 11, but I don't know what my modifier is.
Shit.
Oh, plus 3, 14.
Yeah.
Oh, you almost held hands.
Let me reach into your front pocket.
Yeah. But he reaches into yours.
So do I get it?
Yeah, you get it.
So I want to
You
look
get
at it
all
and
of
see what it is.
At this point, all you can see is that it's probably about 1.5 foot long. It's a 1.5 foot long piece of wood that is at this point kind of starting to be smoothed out on all edges, and that's kind of all you've got.
I chuck it in the campfire.
All right.
Do you do it stealthily or just right in front
I
of
just
him?
add it's like I'm adding a log to the fire.
I'm
I just toss it in.
out. Rathos is a deep
I just
sleeper,
toss it right
so-
in like I'm
Okay.
building the fire, keeping
right.
it going.
There you go, Satan.
So after he does that, nah, fuck it, let it burn. I'm done.
All right.
Okay, so you all go to sleep. So tomorrow, the next day, is the third and final day that, well, Hased Bhassa told you that it would be possible for them to make an explosive metal carriage. So you all wake up, make perception checks again.
19.
13.
4.
Krugel, you are the only one that can pick up on it. With a 19, you are able to hear the familiar sound of the large stone doors opening from the quote-unquote garage area that you escaped and then came back to in your time in the Solian Desert. You can hear the doors opening, and you can also see on a peak above those doors, there are a few figures. There is one you are pretty sure is Hased Bhassa. You can tell by his gray hair. Next to him is a person you are unsure of, and then there appears to be 3 automatons next to each of those people. So 6 automatons total on their flanks. If you want, you can make another investigation check to see who the unknown person is.
10.
With a 10, you are unsure who the robed figure is. As the doors open, you can hear the familiar as a large metal carriage rolls, large and egregious metal carriage rolls out, and you can all see it now as it glints off the morning sun, and it rolls into the Solian Desert. This carriage is a little bit, it's bigger than the one that you drove, but not, it's not like the size of a town or anything like that. But it takes off into the desert and it immediately starts to go as fast as it can. It's going into the desert and it's pulling away. It's probably doing 180 feet per 6 seconds, or 180 feet per turn, close to 200. It gets further and further into the desert, and sure enough, you see the sand dune approaching behind it. But it is making it hard for the sand dune to catch it, so the sand dune starts to follow the metal carriage. Sure enough, after probably a minute or two of pursuit, it is close to 2,000 feet away from you, or about there. You see the sand dune disappear below the surface. And once again, the sand dune erupts from underneath the carriage. There is the sandworm in all of its glory. Its giant 3-pronged jaws wide open as it swallows the carriage as it comes up from beneath it, streaking into the air, blotting out the early morning sun, putting you in shadow. The jaws snap close on the carriage, and as it turns to burrow into the ground, a giant explosion goes off, and the head of the sandworm is vaporized. Blood and guts spewing everywhere, all across the Solian Desert. You see the now headless body of the sandworm roll out onto the Solian Desert. and you happen to glance out of the corner of your eye as everyone looks on. The robed figure seems to raise his hand and point it at Hased Bhassa. A flash goes off, and Hased Bhassa falls to the ground. Then you hear a boom. And that is where we will end for tonight.
Damn.
Yeah, mega damn.
Damn it, I wanted to kill him myself.
Oh my god!
I was close to killing Bhassa.
I love him so much.
The table's really turned on Dr. Bhassa there. I gotta tell you.
Wow.
Shit.
Thank you, listeners, for tuning in to another episode of Almost D&D. The theme song we use is The Red Dragon Inn by Derek and Brandon Victor. All background ambiences and in-game music is provided by Michael Gelfi Studios. You can listen to us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Podbean, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, Player FM, and Podchaser. Check out our website, almostdnd.com, for behind-the-scenes content. Look us up on Facebook, Almost D&D. You can send us a message on there, or our email is almostdndpodcast@gmail.com. Reach out to us. Any and all feedback is awesome. We would love to hear from you. We also have an Instagram, Almost D&D. Our Twitter or X handle is Almost D&D, and our Patreon is @AlmostDND. As most of the time, I am your host and Dungeon Master, Devin Allard. Rotating clockwise around this large and egregiously sized table, we have...
I'm Rob. I play Zorob. I am not a vegan, but I'm okay with vegans.
I'm Chris, and I play Krugel. Chris, outside of Krugel, tolerates everyone.
Nice. Good. I'm really glad you cleared that up, Chris, because we were unsure.
Gotten really off track. I'm just Jeff, and I just play Rathos, and that's all you need to know at this point.
We will see you all next time. Like a ranger climbing a tree, okay. A ranger sitting in a clearing, or a wood elf sitting in a clearing in the forest, okay. A dragonborn doing laps around a clearing, okay. But then you combine all three, it's like a peanut butter and cheddar and bacon sandwich. I don't know. It's just a lot of
It doesn't
Cheddar.
sound that bad.
All right, peanut butter.
That was very nice.
Awesome.